How's it going, guys? Oddly Unorthodox, back with another Total Warhammer 3 gameplay. This time, doing a casual 3v3 domination, hoping for a lot of action. We are Ogre Kingdoms with allies of the Empire and Kislev, so we are definitely mercenaries for hire. And we are against Grand Cathay, Warriors of Chaos and Beastmen. And looking at that 5 Beastmen allies, I can only assume he's brought a very elite army. So let's slow it down so we can go through what I brought. I got rid of the Noblar scrap launchers. I brought 2 iron blasters, just a casual tyrant, 2 ogre balls, and then just some little Noblars at the start. And then, as you can see, my allies brought sort of Ice Guard, armoured Cassars, Streltsy, some Warbear Riders, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, he's got Katarine. And then we've got a good old Karl Franz, bunch of Rights Guard, mortars, just the old-fashioned casual. And as you can see, the not the Noblar scrap launchers, the iron blasters, straight away, making me some money. I like bringing them just because as a pressure piece, they sort of stop the enemy from advancing their elite units too early. Like, he's retreating all of his units now, which I'm more than happy for him to, because that means I get the pressure of the points. So we move up. We want to put the Ogre Balls and the Tyrant behind this pillar for a little bit, just until the thing goes open, because I don't really want to run into the Hell Cannon, Crane Gunners, Marauder Horsemasters. Doesn't sound like a great time to me. And then we send some Sabertusk, just because no one's really sending any units over here. So I'm just going to put a squad of Sabertusks on it, and they will capture it when it comes online. And they should fend off anything small they try, and like if they send any peasant horsemen or stuff like that to take it. Hopefully they should be able to deal with that. It's nice having little cheap pieces in your army, even Noblars, to have that advantage with. We've got a little Noblars here. Look at them, little goblins. And as you can see, the Iron Blasters, you know, destroy the Fire Rain rocket, absolutely pummel it. And it seems like the Empire and the Kislev player have the same idea as me at the minute. You know, we don't really want to run down there into all of this. I bring out the Man-Eaters with Ogre Pistols. I did tell you guys I was going to use these guys, so we shall see what we can get done with our Pirate Ogres. So I'm pretty sure now we are just aiming at this blob here, seeing if we can soften up the Minotaurs. Nice shot there, to be fair. Because it's Minotaurs, Bray Shaman, Taurox, and the Jabberlife, the Regent of the Renowned one as well, so not really wanting to commit to that fight yet. I don't really have the means to deal with that. Those Minotaurs being absolutely knocked for 6. And as you can see, Cathay's sort of setting up a nice little line, trying to defend himself, and I'm just waiting for the right time to go and attack. I noticed that Taurox is bringing this whole force. This is the thing, when someone's playing like a roaming goon squad like this, if possible, you want to soften it up. You know, that obviously, if you guys didn't know, the Jabberlife has the Mortis Engine type effect called Searing Vile Blood, which makes it quite annoying to deal with if you're trying to fight it, especially if it's backed up with Minotaurs, Taurox, and a Bray Shaman. It's not really a fight I want to be involved in. So I'm more than happy to back out there. The Iron Blasters are still just softening up the Cathay lines. And I'm pretty sure in a second I'll decide the time to go is now that Taurox has moved out and stuff like that. We bring our second squad of Man-Eaters with pistols out, because I want to get rid of the Minotaurs over here. So I'm pretty sure I'll bring both Man-Eaters back in hopes of dealing with some of the ranged threat. But as you can see, even the Iron Blasters focusing on that squad of Minotaurs, they've done a good job chipping away at them. Yep, here you can see I moved them up, decided to take the fight now. The Warbear Riders are in there, meaning they're taking the majority of the focus. And then I am saving up my requisition for a bit of a bigger piece to help me deal with the bigger units over here. Sorry if my voice trails off a little bit, you can probably hear that I still do not feel 100%. So we've got the man-eaters with pistols. They're popping shots into the monitors, the Jabberslav, etc. We'll move the little Noblars over here. You can see the Iron Blasters really now putting work into the old Korik Man Rippers, not wanting them to be able to get in there and destroy stuff. As you can see, we have absolutely bull rushed their lines, took objective 3, and we are now holding it ourselves. Sigvold and objective 2 I don't really care about. If Sigvold wants to sit there for the whole game, he can. I'll just capture off 2 points. As you can see, the fire from these guys is softening them up. It's maybe 1 kill, but it's 700 value, 300 value. You know, we are popping the pistol shots. Got the little pistols. I say little, they're going to be absolutely huge. And we are about running out of ammunition with our Iron Blasters. They have nearly spent all of their ammo. As you can see, into the Jade Lancers now. But we are holding objective 3, holding objective 1. Things are looking good. And I brought out my tech piece finally. Got a big old stone horn out. Look at it go. What a model. Those Griffin Legion look really nice. Yeah, we got the stone horn out, get a bit of pressure. Now they are pushing back an objective 3 on the left hand side. So then what I decide to do is in a second I decide to run my man-eaters onto this point 2. Now I know the man-eaters will never beat Sigvold. They don't stand a chance. But they should buy enough time for us to take objective 2, which will then give me enough time to pull a little army to take objective 3 back. Because I've started to unsummon a bunch of units. As you can see, you know, I've got 2 Ogre Ball squads out. He's resummoned. He's summoned the Sunmaker. Nice. The Hell Blasters, they're out. The Iron Blasters, bless them. They are well and truly out of ammunition. I've already unsummoned 1. And you're about to see the second one getting summoned too. Just seeing the damage the man-eaters were doing there and seeing how effective it would have been at taking down Sigvold. In all fairness, it's not bad damage. But we are under slight stress here, but we broke the Beastmen's box. Well, little goon squad, you know. Taurox is done. We managed to take out the big beastie, the brood mother, and we've also killed the monitors as well. So I'm more than happy about that. And this is where I decide that actually I want that point, regardless of what it's going to cost me. And you can see we have got some brave ogres still fighting this point, trying to wrestle it back. But we shall see what happens there. There you go, there's the unsummoned for that. Pull that one out. Bring out a brand new one. And as you can see, we have managed to take the second objective. Still owning the first objective. The Stonehorns pushing through. Breaking everything. Doing a good job. That was a nasty volley. And I'm quite happy with the pushing here. You know, the scores getting back to our advantage. They held the advantage for a little bit because we let them hold the points at the start. And as you can see, we are taking number 3 as well. Number 3 just fell to us. So now we've got the triple cap advantage. We'll shoot our points straight up. Poor man-eaters are being used as sort of cannon fodder. We are beating Taurox up with the Stonehorn, knocking him over, not playing his games. Now that's a cool jewel, I do like that. If he's going to get attacked back in, that is. Bit of a janky animation there. He's just pushing into Karl Franz apparently. Yeah, how weird. Apparently he doesn't want to attack it. There we go. I want Karl Franz to get in the action. Buffering him to stop him getting to the edge of the map. I like it. Right, enough spending your time watching that. We have got a squad of Ogre Balls just sat on this point, make sure it doesn't go. Still holding that point. And we're still defending point 3 with our life. As we've overtaken them with a triple cap. You see the Tyrant's explosion there. Really quite happy with the Tyrant. For sort of like a base lord, it puts quite a fair amount of work in. My poor Noblars. They don't deserve to be shot at like that. And luckily we've done what we needed to. We've pulled Sigvold off the point. He has to walk back. Yeah, we've got units on there now. And they should sort of stop him from being able to be as annoying. Oh, there's those peasant horsemen. I knew they'd be around somewhere. Gonna smash them with ogres. We do bring out our second Iron Blaster back again. These Iron Blasters getting themselves some chevrons. You know, you can see they're making quite the value. Really can't complain with these. Not a massive fan of the Noblar scrap launchers, but these guys absolutely love. Stonehorn has been doing his job quite well. He managed to break off Taurox, and now I'm using him just to break Jade Warriors away, keep them off the point. This point sadly is going to be contested by the enemy. They just keep sending more and more at it. And my poor Noblar trappers that I forgot about has got Pit Shaded. That's 450 gold I'm never going to see again. I think it's actually only 400 gold. But, oh well. Noblar trappers doing their job. That Pit Shades could have gone somewhere else. And they give time for the Iron Blasters to break them away. The Tyrant fighting on, not letting the point go. Really doesn't want to lose it. You know, point 2, that's fine. My Iron Blaster is apparently ramming Sigvold. He's had enough of his business. And then Stonehorn still just shuddering along. Being annoying. Realised I don't really want that fight with the halberds. So we decide to leave. Apparently we attacked one man there that stood in the way. So this is what I'm learning. This is a good time for us to sort of sit and think about the sort of faction. What do I think about the ogres? You know, what have I learnt with the ogres with a few games that I'm playing? I think the ogres will be the next tactic video, if I'm honest. It's nice to play something a little bit different. But obviously I still want to get a few more games into them, use a bunch of their different units, and just get a feel for, you know, what I enjoy, what I think's best. But I also would like to point out in my tactic videos there is someone that has just played a couple of games and done his own amount of research on that faction. There are going to be players out there that have purely just played that faction majorly in tournaments and stuff like that are going to have a way better understanding of the game and their faction to myself. And, you know, we may have different opinions. You know, you might be one of those guys in the comments that, you know, you've played this faction since release, you've really enjoyed it, and you might disagree with some of my comments. That's fine, leave me comments, because it's nice for me to learn at the same time. I've always said that on this channel, that I think it's very important that I share information that I find, and then it's nice if you share information with you guys, what you think your opinions are, and we can go from there. But this is pretty much a wrap, as you can see. We've held point 2, point 1's held. We're nearly losing that one, but yeah, they've got it. We are somewhat taking it back with the old Saber-Tusk pack, but the game is over. I did send more man-eaters than ogre balls over to capture it, but this will be GG. And then what we like to do on this channel is let's have a look at the end and check out some of the values that were made, maybe some changes that we'd make. So the Iron Blasters, I wouldn't change them. They did God's work. Really impressed with them. Ogre Balls, yep, you know, made their value. I think this one didn't make as much value because it was sat on that point for the longest time. And then obviously, a little Noblars made their value. That'll do. They're just sort of there to be annoying anyway. Let's have a look at some of the reinforcements I brought in. You know, not bad on the man-eaters, seeing as I did just feed them to Sigvald at the end to get that point. The Stonehorn did okay. Probably could have done a bit better if I sort of managed it a bit better. It didn't really have the best fights, but, you know, it did its value. Saber-Tusk pack, not bad. Noblar Trappers did get caught, but they did their job. Yeah, in all, quite happy with this list. Maybe it'd be worth dropping one squad of man-eaters and bringing some cavalry. Maybe you could drop Saber-Tusk's man-eaters and bring maybe some quite nice cavalry. That's always an idea. Or maybe bring lead belchers instead and then drop them 2 for cavalry. All a bunch of ideas that I'm sure we'll get round to in our next video. This has been Oddly Unorthodox. You know, if you've enjoyed this, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.